from a world still set on fire. The nights got cold and lonesome, with no shelter from the rain, and he felt that shadow calling, that long black train. He was standing on the edge of nothing, thinking maybe he'd ride along. But a memory hit him like thunder, his battle buddy standing strong. He heard their voices in the darkness, saying, "Brother, hold the line." And that echo pulled him backward from the edge of crossing time. Firefly, you've walked through hell with nothing but your name, carried scars the world can't see, and burdens no one can explain. But you rose up from the ashes, through the heartache and the pain. Firefly, you kept on walking past that long black train. 4.5 months of struggle, but he fought for it every day. Found a roof, found steady footing, found a brand new kind of way. Went to school with quiet courage, built a life with grit and pride, then spent 24 long years wearing justice at his side. When the badge was finally hung up, he turned towards something new, information tech and learning paths he never thought he'd do. But the world kept throwing shadows, doubts that cut him like a knife, saying he wasn't really a veteran, like he hadn't lived that life. Firefly, you walked through hell with nothing but your name, carried scars the world can't see, and burdens no one can explain. But you rose up from the ashes.
Hey everybody, it's Fire Talk. Hopefully all are doing well. Hopefully you guys are getting the audio game this time around. I don't know what's going on with that before. Yeah, how's everybody doing? What is this? Oh, Tuesday. Tuesday at 1500 hours. 15. So. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I am unmuted today. I can't believe I did that last night for a half hour again. You know, sometimes you're a little special and you definitely have.
It ain't got no gas in it.
I've diagnosed you with autism.
Thank you. How'd you know? Well, I don't have autism, but I am ADHD. Oh, I love when people jump in. How's everybody doing? So, you probably know on Firefly. Yes, I heard Tesla. Someday. My mama calls me Tesla.
not sure what to think about that. So, you have to get
Alright. So, last couple days I've been running the Fort Narrows area. I kind of screwed up and lost the missing colleague mission. Oh! That would be why I couldn't find yesterday, last night, for the repossession mission. I never accepted it. So, yeah, I'm definitely, Yes, I got a new soundboard, so I'm having fun with it.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base camp.
We're walking. Ooh, I'm chunky.
Raven reporting. I'm on my way. ETA 30 seconds.
I can empty out some of this. We're off. Here comes our helo. That might look today.
Raven on station and ready to pick you up. Strap in. We're heading out.
Laying on top of my feet. Tower out, so it blows on her. Like a breast band. Tower. Bands and stuff. She's not happy. The baby's time of motorcycle. Really good at putting the elbow right on top of them.
We're getting close. 1 minute. Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds. Go, go, go!
It's really frustrating trying to figure out this. Oh, good 30s. According to the nifty little counter I got going in the OBS software, I can see we got 2 people watching. So cool. Welcome. Greetings. How are you all doing? I'm Firefly, and I'm more entertaining when others are talking to me because I have no clue what to say when I'm talking to myself. So Yes. I'm doing Listless Land. Yes. Back at it again. I got on last night a little later than I had said because unfortunately I wound up having some problems with the system. So yeah, you talking yesterday about oh, now I'm calling it in the game. Yeah. Hopefully nobody shows up. Give me 1 second. Game volume's coming down, mic volume's going up. How's that sound? Is that better? Uh-oh.
Time for me!
Bit laggy. Yeah. So yeah,
I will fire you, motherfucker!
the GPU yesterday decided to start going. So yeah, that was. Ah! Shoot. I caught myself. I was about to say. But yeah, no, the GPU's going. The fans are not working anymore. So I've got a desk fan in there right now, blowing on it to try to cool it down. But I mean, not really much better. Crap. Hey, Cause, how's it going? Yeah, no, Listless. Yeah, when the GPU decides that it wants to go, it's never fun, no. And I was looking, a GPU right now, like a 570 with 16 gigs is $680 here in the US, so not cheap. How you doing, Cause? How you doing? But yeah, no. That's some trouble right there. Three-man patrol walking by. And we're off. Yeah, Cause I just dropped the quality down to low again to get into the 30 frames because I was lagging so bad. Just died. So. It's so interesting, this system. But at least I'm up in the 30s right now, 20s and 30s. My 560 is on the count, yeah. Oh yeah, no. That's the problem. For games, especially like if you're gonna do what I'm doing right now, streaming, you need from the research I was doing, you need at least 16 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, no, and I did look at like a 5060 and with only 8 gigs of VRAM, but that unfortunately, like I said, it wouldn't do much. But that was on Newegg. It was running, I think, about $500. Oh, he died out here. Yeah, I've got the same thing with mine, but unfortunately with streaming and everything, it's going, well, as you can see on the top, like my GPU is running between 80 and 99% right now, and my CPU is running at 75 to 80%. A 5060 Ti may be a better shot. 16, yeah. Yeah. I was looking at that too, but the 5060 Ti with the 16 gigs of VRAM was, $600, and it was $680 for the 5070. So, I don't know. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna get the cash right now. My wife yelled at me last night that I'm living on champagne and caviar dreams, but baked beans and Vienna sausage type of budget. Which I thought she was hilarious when she said that last night. Belt. Oh, take that. Yep. My wife is the biggest party pooper. I love her, and she helps me with my ADHD quite a bit, but she knows how to spoil a party. Especially when thinking of positive, like trying to think positively about things. Let's see, I lost those 2 missions, so... let's scroll again. Yeah, I've got a 12-pin power cable. Yeah, I'm running like 1,000-watt system. You know, I think I'm only using a small chunk of it. I kind of, when I originally built this PC, yeah, there's always one person who keeps it. Yeah.
Hey, you! What do
And-
you want? Go away!
The guy wasn't any fun. He ran away. Yeah, she definitely tries to keep me grounded, especially with me being all ADHD.
Fucker!
Well, that was 2 shots to the head. Yeah, I figured. But yeah, when I built this PC 3 years ago, I built it with the plans to expand and get a better graphics card. It's just, at the time, I didn't have the cash for it, but I did go all out because I was doing IT work from home a little bit. I kind of figured out what the hell, I could go all out and get the better processor. Now I'm running like, because, you know, overkill. If you've never met anybody in the military, we do everything overkill. And so, like, it's hilarious. I'm running 96 gigs of RAM. Somebody creeping. Wrong one. Nope, not that one.
Somebody help me!
Oh, son of a...
I've been shot. That fucker shot me!
Replaced everything in your GPU, but GPU's thing in it. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen to me too. My God. He got me in the jaw. He broke my jaw. That's what knocked my ass out. Oh, there goes Skull. So. I mean, when it comes to PCs, it's always better to build with future-proofing in mind. Yeah. The thing that got me kind of like worked up, though, was like the next year, the RAM, I had got the DDR4 RAM, and then the next year they went up to 5, and I was so upset. Oh no, there is insta-death. Yesterday I had that a couple times, but today they're getting me where it's just a little annoying. So is it still cooking over there? I know today here in the States, it's currently 96 degrees in where I'm at. that's good that it yeah, hold on. 1 second. That weird whining sound was Cassidy. She heard something and she had to go check it out. I think I'm gonna die trying to get my stuff back, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. That's definitely cooler than you said the other day. The other day you said it was like 37. Oh, no, that because you translated my temperature here over to. That's right. But yeah, no, that definitely sounds more manageable than here. Freedom units, yes. Oh, 62 degrees I could handle right now. I could use a little cooling off. But I like how you put that as freedom unit.
Just fucking
Oh, good. Yes. Hold on again. Cassidy, you are a pain. I love you, but you are a pain. Yeah, Cassie once wanted back underneath the computer desk. So. Thank God she's cute, or otherwise I'd be annoyed. It's like, it's a funny thing when you put yeah. I know they've tried here in the States getting us to get over to it, but the trigonometric system. It's just, like, I think the most annoying part is, especially when it comes to automotive industry, because like you'll be working on the car and you're working on bolts that are like standard SAE, and then all of a sudden it switches over to metric, and it's always like the 10 millimeter socket that you need, which is always the one that comes up missing. So, thankfully, I haven't lost a 10 millimeter socket in a while. But I used to have like half a dozen of those things as extra backup, just because they would walk away. I never knew where they disappeared to, but they would always wind up with their own little feet and disappear. Oh yeah, no, it's like when I'm watching anime and stuff like that, and they're talking everything in centimeters, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, how big is that? Because everything for me is, my brain processes the feet and inches a lot easier. Interesting. NY4QSR. Anyone looking for kick viewers, chatters, or poll votes? Oh, I think that would be one of those spam bots. Yeah, when I'm measuring something, I'm measuring in centimeters. Yeah. Quite often, I still measure things in inches. Even though I know the centimeters is more accurate, especially with woodworking, and I love woodworking, so it's just getting that into the habit. But math was never my strongest suit. Like, it makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense, yes. Oh, that is definitely accurate and true. And, like, me, sometimes I tend to be senseless. Oh, whoops, wrong container. I'll stick that in there for now. Math is not essential at all, but then there's my brother. Oh. Is your brother like the math genius, or the even worse opposite? I will say when I went into college, the only math I could actually understand was statistics. Brother is a smart one, or is supposed to be the smart one. Man calls my dad and goes, "Can you get me 200 centimeter bolts so I can fix the outside section?" Yeah, I can. And I don't know why Streamlabs is yelling at you. My brother, it's the ruler's fault. Yeah, that would be quite the lag bolt, though. Oh. Yeah, that I think that would definitely be bigger than like you and your dad. But you know, maybe your brother is doing different measurements of like he thinks this is 200 centimeters, so when he's comparing, that's big. That is too funny. And yeah, no, just ignore the green spot. Yeah, maybe he's living in a different world where this is 200 centimeters. Definitely, it's like if you ever go fishing and the people telling the fish story that they caught something. Yeah, that's this big or bigger, and it's actually that big. So like 2 inches, 3 inches. It's a minnow. I would say that sounds a lot like how your brother's measurement is going. Hey, I appreciate it because when you telling me that, because I think you should come to laugh at for a little bit. Yeah, overcompensation, yeah. I would definitely say overcompensation. There we go. Yeah, I would. So funny and hilarious. Put on a thing and say, yep, I'm 200 cents.
No movement on the route until safe. Over.
Could you imagine the reaction out of like somebody going, oh,
One tech,
on a
nauseous,
dating site?
tremors and blurred vision after short exposure near boundary. Taken standard. System needing control. Recommend man evac.
My brother is probably honesty. Well, that's the thing. Like, you have people who are like super book smart, and then you get the people that no matter how book smart they are, they have no common sense. I spent 24 years in law enforcement. I saw that a lot. Common sense was a rare commodity with some people. What cracks me up is, okay, you said that. I read it. I have nothing of either of those things. All I have is brain, in my brain is brain true. Yeah, nope, kind of like the same thing here. Brain of music, movie quotes, songs. Yeah. I hear somebody yelling. At least I figured it out so you can hear when they start screaming, I'll kill you, and they start being a smart ass back. Some people get annoyed with me with random bits of knowledge. But, you know, it makes you like a fun person at the bar or a trivia night and shit like that. Because, you know,
It ain't got no gas in it.
that is one of my favorite soundtracks. I can tell you how many polygons there were in Cross model back in the original game. I can't tell you a single thing about how to write a paper. Oh, yeah. Oh, I will say it took me getting a job in law enforcement to figure out how to write a report. Like, through middle school and high school and going into college, I was the king of the road. It looked like 3 paragraphs were one sentence. Took me until I went to college to actually figure out how to write reports in the word county. Yeah. Somebody's over here griping. See if I can surprise them without dying.
Will be your grave, asshole! Die, you fucking bitch! You motherfucker!
I didn't see you. We're writing reports twice a
You
week
don't fuck with the Labang army!
and getting more grades. Oh.
You can't do the shit!
I'd say that guy. Yeah, exactly. But somehow I'm not shooting or shit, and yet I'm killing them, but they haven't hit me really once this time around.
You like that? You want some of this?
It's probably more entertaining for you now that you can hear the sound, background chatter. Hopefully I don't aggro other people out there like I did the other day. That was a mistake. One down. Well, the light legend. At least it's not supermatic. And there's one of those Clayman from that time I got. Oh yeah, no. Actually, I love that anime. I just started the current season, and I love the little German Shepherd puppy on a hot streak cause. That's great. Especially on the fact that, yeah, my Cassidy's going through her little hot phase right now. waiting for Friday for the new. Oh yeah. I. I tried waiting until it got enough ahead so like I could watch a couple episodes a week. Yeah, I will say I did the same thing with Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, and then also with Full Metal Alchemist. I probably killed myself like rewatching those. Start this mission. Yes. Speaking of Gundam, I have one. Oh. Yeah. I have a couple models like that. Waiting to be built. I've got a Abrams tank and a couple Star Trek ships. One of them's a runabout, and the other is I can't remember what it was. I think it was the Cerritos. But then I bought a bunch of Legos too that I still need to put together. Oh, channel. Wow. Now those aren't built, right? Not yet. Or did you build those? On top of those, I have Lego R2 chopper to build. Oh. Yeah, oh, they're technically not Legos. The ones I have, they're a brand called Brick Wars. They're like a knockoff Lego. But I do want to, at some point, because it's, unfortunately it's like $400 US, is the Enterprise D. Ooh, oh wow, yeah, no, you sound like my nephews. My nephews have a ton of the Lego Star Wars sets. Yeah, like they even did a little still animation. Oh, jeez, oh Pete. The frickin' kick bots are getting so annoying. I keep getting messages from the kick bots going, add this kick bot to your followers. Oh. Yeah, there's one, I've never been to the one here. There's one about an hour away from me. But my wife's gone there and my boys have gone there, but I haven't gone yet. But it seems like it's like it's fun, but unfortunately the last time my wife and my boys went, I was supposed to go with them, but I wound up working. Yeah, a friend of mine that I used to work with, he's got the Lego Titanic, and he said that it was like huge. Yeah, he said he put it together, then it was up for a couple years, and then he put it away because he didn't want it like anything happening to it where it broke, so he just like took it apart to build at a later date. So what you up to, Todd? You still around? Lego Technic sets were my favorite, just because you could get mechanically crazy with those. Ooh, that's a cool bottle. And back in 22-23, I was in Denmark visiting my ex. Oh! That does sound like it'd be fun. The thing is, it's like every time people talk to me about Denmark, it's like they're either talking about the red light district or the pot, and so I'm not into neither of those. So we're constructing the Lego movie section for it, and I was like, oh, that actually sounds fun. That was kind of fun. Oh. Well, now it would be interesting if like the hotel itself was made out of Legos, because what is it, Iceland or somewhere, they have the like that hotel made out of ice. That would be kind of fun. Well, the other thing is using the toilet in that hotel might be a little interesting if it was made out of Lego. Could you imagine the uncomfort of sitting on that when it's already uncomfortable stepping on a Lego piece? Just setting your keister down on it. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely would be fascinating. I've seen a couple, like, I saw like almost a lifelike lunar lander built. Yeah, NASA's one, but it was almost full size lifelike of the lunar lander. They had that as a traveling exhibit, and it made a stop in Detroit. Yeah, that was really cool. I again didn't get to see that, but my boys and my wife went, and they brought back pictures and showed me, and I was jealous because again work blocked me from going to see a lot of stuff with my boys when they were younger. But now that I'm unemployed, I do a lot more activities with my boys, but one's older and moved out.
Get away from me! Shit! Someone get over here!
There we go.
You'll fight like a bitch!
I saw him briefly.
Ha! You got super shit! Die, you fucker! Some of this?
Dylan River has not much more to say. Oh. Singing Mount Rushmore.
I got you.
My Alexa's now responding. So, I hope you all are entertained by my ever so noisy Alexa.
Die, you
One down right there. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm kind of gone out of ammo, gotten out of ammo. Ah.
fucker shot me! This is the end, sucker!
I have. There we go. Let's see if I can be sneaky. Watch sec.
I fuck your mother.
No, you didn't.
You can't shoot for shit.
Yes, I can.
And you sucker. Ah, and this shot. That fucking shot. Yo, what? Got you. Need help. You don't fuck with the army.
That wasn't good. That was a good shot.
You don't fuck with the army.
See a little silhouette. Oh, nope.
Reload. Hit. Ow. Fuck. Die, you.
I had gotten myself surrounded pretty good right there. There's
I got you now.
oh,
Ah, this shot. That fucking shot for you, cocks.
yeah, it's a little spicy. I would definitely say so. Especially with a guy who. Well,
You fat naked bitch.
yes, it is. It's just light enough that I can catch the silhouette. Come on. So now the kickbot wants me to
I got you
get
now.
official views, reliable view numbers. I love these kickbots. They're hilarious. Come on, buddy, get closer.
You can't shoot for shit.
He says I can't shoot, yet he's the one that's.
I got you now.
There. Now it should be quiet. That's probably the most grenades I've used in a while. But...
Report any heat anomalies within 2 ground zero. Mark it dead on.
He's right there.
This is the end for you, cocks.
There we go. Now they're done.
We collected 3 soil samples at the site. Sealing and labeling for lab transfer. Beacon 2, if you detect non-standard EM signatures in the vicinity, withdraw and await tech team. How copy?
Yeah, I'd say that was definitely a spicy couple minutes. at least when I took some like grazes, it wasn't anything like any where I like life-threatening type of like the other day. At least it wasn't where I took a hit that knocked me out unconscious. I swear I'm half running when I just noticed pencil Gundam and oh, I hadn't even, I don't think I noticed it. I just, I've been like training an AI bot to help me with things, and like I actually had it like help me design a Gundam poster, but when I was doing my backdrop for my streaming screen, I was like, oh, help me create a backdrop for my username, Firefly1203, and put some military elements to it. And so, like, I found that sometimes based off of previous inputs that the AI does do that. So, I hadn't realized it. But it's also got, like, the Terminator, the Firefly, like, the face itself, too. But, yeah, the reason why I go by Firefly for my username is when I was in the Army and I went on bivouac, I wound up falling asleep and a bunch of fireflies flew in my mouth, supposedly, while I was sleeping. I ate them, I guess. That's at least what the other guys were telling me. So I ran with it after I got out and I started gaming, and I owned it. But yeah, no, I've been like I was having the AI help me like come up with some. Thanks for the follow, Davester. Appreciate it. A lot of people think it's for the TV show. I love the TV show, but now it's because of, unfortunately, because that was my nickname in the Army. Times? Or unless that was just one Chinese, twice for Davester following, which I do appreciate you following, Davester. Unfortunately, like, seeing the screen for what I'm streaming out, it's kind of beady because I have some things, like, really blown up. Let's see if I can adjust some things so I can see better. Aha, now I can see it a bit better. every argument back on me. And I'm super excited that they are doing the animated kind of like Serenity prequel. So, kind of disappointed that because the Rev died, the Reverend died, and Reverend Book is gone, so they're writing him out of the story, but everybody else is making an appearance, and I'm super excited for Alan Tudyk because that really crushed me when they had Wash die. So, but, I agree, it'll be really interesting. And supposedly it's going to be on the Disney Plus app, which I'm not a fan of Disney Plus, but I'll watch it. Probably stream that channel just because of the show. I will admit I'm not into the whole new woke culture of everything, but to each their own, right? Yeah, it's always Disney, and yeah, we saw what happened with Doctor Who. Disney killed Doctor Who. Like, not just once, but like repeatedly so bad that now it's like long-term dead. I had thought that they were gonna be able to revive it back at the BBC, but yeah. Disney used to be good when it wasn't about pushing the woke culture and everything. Like, they went wrong somewhere at some point, and that whole, like, that push kind of ruined a lot of good things. Not that I'm against the woke culture, but not that I'm for it either. I'm just... Oh yeah, nope, yeah, I heard that, and... I also heard that Disney was trying to buy out Netflix after they bought out Hulu. So that kind of makes you go really, and I love that sound, my new soundboard. But I would say a lot of the people at Disney are yeah. Well, Disney in the 80s, 90s, and like the early 2K was fine, but then I don't know, they got misguided somewhere. But that's kind of like the whole thing of like Uncle Sam's misguided children for Marine Corps. You never know what they're going to do. We can't help that they banned Machine Head from House of Blues. Oh. Yeah. Well, I've heard some not so happy tales. One of the rumors going around is kids disappearing from Disney. I don't know if it's true. I don't want to think that it's true, but it's just scary if it is anywhere near true. Because so much for the happiest place on earth. Yeah, let's go back 13 years for that one. Yeah. No, like. Undesirable. Yeah, well. Like to say, Disney has their own set of undesirable fans, too. It was interesting because all those reasons were hypocrisy and business. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's like the whole, like, the woke movement and everything now. They're trying to erase history. Well, people don't realize if you erase history and choose not to learn from history, you're just dooming yourself to repeat it. But I think that's where people, they think they know better than that they would make less mistakes than people in history did. Classic movies had violent and inflammatory elements. Oh yeah. Yeah, Steamboat Mickey wasn't always, Mickey Mouse wasn't always PG. Yeah, then there was the Song of the South, which now they're burying because it's racist, satire and everything. But it's a thing. People, it's what happened. Like, we wouldn't be able to have movies like Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs nowadays because the humor's too offensive. But yeah, and, like, I heard somebody, because I live not far from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and that's the liberal woke capital of Michigan. I actually heard people talking about how they wanted to ban movies like Gone with the Wind and other stuff like that because they feel that movies like Gone with the Wind are too oppressive and the wrong imagery for people. I love the old style comedies movies too. Oh yeah, like Caddyshack. We wouldn't have that now. Like nothing will ever beat movies like hear no evil, see no evil. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. That one of my favorite Richard Pryor movies. And I will say, when Disney remade Willy Wonka, they made him more like a child pedophile than anything else, and like, I felt bad for Johnny Depp to do that role. Gene Wilder was so much better at it, and he did not have a pedophile feel to him. Oh yeah, no, I would say, were they always appropriate? No. But they were hilarious. Like, they fed off of one another. Which, I think, when you get good comedy duos together, you know, you get like this fantastic chemistry. But, and I will say, one of my biggest movies with every which way but loose. Every which way but loose. Yes, that like Right Turn Clyde, pop. That's one of my favorites. Clint Eastwood and Clyde. I will say one of the things that makes me sad to this day is the thought that of how we lost Robin Williams. And that's the thing I tell people is my whole platform that I'm streaming on and everything is about bringing awareness of PTSD, anxiety, depression, and all that into the like mental health into the limelight, or into the spotlight, not the limelight, into the spotlight, because a lot of people don't realize that even people who present happy all the time are not always happy. They may present happy, but they're hiding
Duncan
some
Transit Grid 33. Only no
things.
delay false trails there. Rapid report.
So, like Robin Williams was, and God, that
All
we had to
echoes.
lose such
Report any heat anomalies within 2 clicks of ground zero. Mark it dead on.
such a bright light to society. The happiest people are often the saddest. Yes. I used to have a supervisor that would tell me, and plus my first and second ex-wives would constantly tell me that they hated me because I was always so happy. But people didn't realize that behind that me, with the happiness, was a lot of like self-loathing and anger at myself for things too. People just, when people see other people happy, they think they're better. And it's just the world enjoys being cynical. It was like all the interviews I ever saw with him, people would praise how amazing of a human being he was. happy people give an outward happy appearance because they know the pain and don't want to. Yeah. I wish I could tell the bot to hush too. I probably could if I could figure out the settings. I'm still working on the settings for a lot of the bots that I got checking me out. So. Yeah, no. People don't realize. This is where I find it hard time sometimes finding the word for it. Because especially with me, with the ADHD and everything, and my anxiety and my PTSD, it's the. I like how they broke this gun apart just to. When people are intentionally, no matter how much people try to be happy for themselves, it's people that want to bring them down. Is the best way to say it. I will say, my very first stream, I had one person pop on, and I wound up deleting that stream because the person was so negative. And I'm just trying to talk to people about PTSD and everything. Trying to find joy in things. And, like for me, with PTSD and my ADHD, I get flashbacks to the child that goes along with it called RSD. RSD is rejection sensitivity dysphoria. And people that one negative comment will undo dozens of people's positive. After my first stream, I was ready to hang it up, talking with friends. Sorry. Talking with friends and everything, and they're like, don't give up. They're like, that guy's a jackass, ignore the jackasses and keep moving forward. So.
Left side, left side!
He didn't want to go down.
I got you now!
I knew I heard somebody. Yeah, it wasn't just the voices in my head either. I mean, I'm Irish. Being a jackass is pretty much in the blood. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. No, that and a daily diet of potatoes. Probably, I would probably be a jackass too. And I'm joking about the potatoes. But I could eat steak and potatoes all day long. but I also grew up in Texas, so I like the steak and potatoes.
Where the fuck are you hiding?
There's one. There's two. This guy's been down for a while. It doesn't take much to please
Hazardous
me.
conditions have been reported within the quarantine perimeter, including contamination and intermittent electromagnetic interference affecting navigation and
I'm very easy to
communication.
please.
Flight operations within the zone present a significant risk to aircraft and aircrew. If you are currently airborne inside the quarantine perimeter, declare an emergency on emergency guard frequency 121.5. Maintain radio watch. Turn away from the quarantine area.
I agree.
Proceed
And
to the nearest suitable
I myself
diversion
have
airfield.
swapped over to the sidearm,
Declared
especially
quarantine
if
airspace
it's too close
may
to
be
quarters, but that's also
subject to
why
interception
I
and
run
enforcement
a
action.
laser so I can be close to the
Message
troops.
that will
You have
be
secondary surveillance active? Hello?
automated advisory issued by the United Nations Le Mans Relief Agency in coordination with Le Mans International Quarantine Control. Effective immediately and until further notice, the island of Le Mans is under international quarantine. The airspace within
At some
the
point,
quarantine perimeter is a
I don't know
no-fly zone.
when,
All
but
aircraft are
it's
prohibited
been
from
suggested
entering,
that
flying, landing, or conducting
I-
operations within the quarantine area.
once I get like regular people like yourself who show up and everything, I see about having people be like moderators and everything so I can take it off the bot. So I'll probably be looking at that at some point. Yeah, Bill Central. And up and loaded. Aha. One. Yeah. Oh, now I didn't want the eye blend. I figure I'll probably still have bots, but like even the human moderators will keep me entertained. But also, like the bot, I don't think like I could probably make the bot loosen up some of the protocols. So like it doesn't, it's not so critical about the swearing in language, because I swear, but I just don't want a lot of the racist slurs, comments. Yes, I'm a dirty whore when it comes to ammo, especially the 45. And look, I use the dirty whore. Like I said, well, you are Irish, so yeah. But like I said, I got a buddy who's over in the Manchester area, and he's Welsh. I don't think that I have ever heard a sentence without at least 5 swear words in it, at any given point.
Contamination.
He really will break the rules. Yeah, exactly. That's just the Welsh. Yeah. Jacques as well, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, I think from my buddy, I've learned a lot of unique verbiage, but it's definitely entertaining. Hey, I see somebody else's on Twitch. How you doing? Welcome to the Firefly and Listless Doulahan conversation hour. Right now we're talking because he's Irish, and we're talking about Irish and Welsh cussing. So I say that sometimes to a number of people who ask me, I'm talking about an athlete. Yeah, no, I will say I've learned a lot of new terms thanks to my Welsh book. But that's like when I did EMS, I wound up learning what felching was, and when I found out what that was, I was scared. So here I am, this little innocent 19, 20-year-old, and I learned that, and it was just like I can never look at things the same way again. Stop moving. There we go. I gotta put new pads on the bottom of my mouse. I got a glass mouse pad because I was told it would help, but yeah, it's not 100%. 100%. That it just doesn't slide as easily. I have explained that Jock is the context of no training scheme for Scottish people. So, yeah. So much that the Black Watch proud. Yeah. No, yeah. And I've met a couple of them over the years, and yeah. I hate to say it. Everyone's got their own unique group of people, and yeah.
Someone get over here!
Somebody's complaining above, upstairs. Black Watch guys. Yeah, well, so are the Marine Corps. I got a couple buddies who are Marines, and they are definitely God's Uncle Sam's misguided children. So, they're definitely entertaining. Yes, they love their crayons. They really do. Trying to keep a positive train of thought that I'm derailing myself with. I just realized I'm not finding the loop from here that I used to find all the time. I used to have like laser designated in here, and others like high value or high value loot. In this bunker, I don't see it. Well, when you're constantly drinking beverages that are close to that or cleaning supplies, you should be fine. Down. Good job. Okay, so I just ran 3 missions in this area. Woohoo. My uncle told me an interesting story quite a while back. I can't remember where he was taking trips and American troops decided a drinking contest was required. Oh yeah, no. Yes, I will say, when it comes to American, yes. Especially service members. Drinking games are always like the number one thought. can see that. Hell, I've drank a lot of guys under the table. You know, but that's because I'm used to tequila, so. So yeah, I can see that. Now, the only other, besides the Irish that I could see out drinking a Mexican is the, in the Irish is the Scotch. Or, well, you know what, and the Welsh. Because, yes, my one buddy, yeah, he's been drinking some rather interesting stuff lately. Ow! Duck and weave, duck and weave. I am one with the orange barrel. The great orange barrel and I are one. Oh, that's lucky. Throwing the party behind me. Grant. I think I hit him. I keep bouncing off his head. Ah. I just remember I have a die-cast metal M1 Abrams and a King Tiger still somewhere. I will say that brick war. So, how many times am I can bounce it off his head? There, now he's down. The brick war, it was, the one I built was a Sherman tank. It's kind of cool having, doing a Lego tank. There's, I've got a wish list on Throne. Because one of the guys that encouraged me to keep up streaming told me to create a wish list of things for fans to be able to buy me stuff. I tried putting the brick war stuff on there, and unfortunately, it
Bravo
didn't
2,
really
hold
accept
on
the brick
target
war.
until EOD clear. No movement on the road until safe. Over.
Dang it.
Alpha 1. Establish observation post on Ridge 3. Hold until relieved. Over.
Oh, yeah. Now they got some spin-offs of the Apache, like for brick war that look
Tank 4
really
years.
like
E and
identical
burst
to the
at
Apache.
1428. Knocked out R3BAs. compass erratic inside 200 meters. Recommend hardened comms and remote sampling only. All you need. Increase error area 2 ticks. Recording is offline via 1. Expect error 2. Update confirmed.
All units,
Take that.
OPSEC reminder that fuel costs are monitored.
Oh my god.
Use encryption for location tags.
Supply control. Confirm convoy manifest and estimated time of arrival.
Now I
Tiger
can
Bay
see.
resupply has priority.
Blackness, you
Acknowledge.
can see. You can say, well, I mean, isn't. Oh yeah.
Sample container
I just wasn't paying
compromised
attention.
during transit.
Now my wallet's up
Receive
there.
and log. Notifying lab of potential contamination.
Now I wish I could stick the biometric card in there.
All units, any contact with foreign contractors
Yeah,
goes direct
I
to
will
cover.
say-
Engage at will.
The Apache is such a more beautiful helo than the Marine Corps' Cobra. What do I have in this? Oh, I got perfume in that wallet. Yeah. That's like the only other like good vehicle that like the best upgrade I will say for any military vehicle is getting the Rolls-Royce engine in it. Look at the P-51 Mustang. P-51. That was like a whole another level of badass, and it still could rule the sky to this day with that Rolls-Royce engine in it. But now we have jets and everything, but I will say when it comes to engines, the Rolls-Royce engine is definitely they're with any other engines out there, it's pretty much
You can do it! You can do it!
oh yeah, no, they made some faulty gear, but no, I will say the Brits also holy crap! I'm over on Kick. I keep getting like these bots going. Add this bot to your account, and you'll get more views and likes and stuff like that. I will say the one thing that the Brits haven't been able to handle well is like the whole like guerrilla warfare fighting. Because look at the conflict with the IRA and everything else like that, and then like the Revolutionary War here in the States. Brits don't know how to handle things that when they go tits up, basically. I gotta sneeze today. I see we still have somebody watching. The Firefly and Listless Duhan show. How are you doing? You want to join in on the conversation? Do you have any input on the military vehicles or weapons or anything like that? Really depends on what the mountains and that conflict is. Yeah. Oh, and believe me, I know, like my buddy in Wales, he very much doesn't like the English and would like to see the English out of Wales. And I guess that's a big contention there. The IRA, EDA, yeah, I agree, but that's also what happens when you have a discontent group and everything like that. And when the government thinks that they know better than the people. But it's sad. Because unfortunately innocent people get hurt a lot. I've had now who's serving doing that are being prosecuted. The rest of the stuff right, yeah. Yeah, and the problem is like people get their heads posteriors, or I guess a better term would their asses. If they don't, people forget how to treat people with kindness. What does tickle me about it is we had a Clinton come in and help with peace talks. We had passed. Oh yeah. Yeah, the man who did not touch that woman, but yet may have done worse than Biden. And every time I have somebody here or say Clinton, all I can think of is The Simpsons when the aliens, Treehouse of Horrors, when they go Clinton. It's so funny how Gunny loves his alcohol and his perfumes. He must be the drunkest, smelliest SOB out there. I'll clean off the smell of gunpowder out here. Or he could be that guy who never showers. I've known a few. And they put way too much Axe body spray on. And I will say way too much Axe body spray. That could be. Okay, let's see how much I can break this down. When they did the shot filter, so you could have DDM4s in black. Yep, right here. And then click on play. Yeah, get that. I'm gonna do some upgrading. Oh yeah, I gotta get that on the order too. I didn't see it in the patch notes, but yeah. No, it is really nice, and they added a lot, some other stuff in as well. So, like, you can do the. Where was it? I just saw it. No, the better rate now. Sorry, Empire down to. Oh, it's kind of nice to know. I do know, however, want them to give me the Enfield or two. Yeah, no, the Enfield would be nice if they added that into this. I would definitely enjoy that. The Enfield would be a good addition. I thought the M1 was a good addition for for it, and then like to throw the Enfield in there too. Yeah, no, I would definitely be ecstatic and happy for that. There it is. Oh, I can swap that out and that out as well. I find that it's easier and cheaper just to rebuild portions of the gun right at various times than to buy new guns. They didn't invite us, did they? There we go. And my MOA should be back up. Wow, I have no clue what just set off my girls, but like they just flew downstairs, like falling over each other. At a certain point, I just scrapped the weapon and replaced it. I have a small stock of M4 stuff. Yeah, I do too, but yeah, no, yeah, I do agree that that's the only thing. Not being able to put the cheek riser on it, but. If I swapped out I probably could have just done cheaper right now. Like, just did a whole new rifle, or one of the other ones I have. Yeah, no, that's the problem. Yeah, I do agree. That's the problem with that chart, with that, with the charging handle. But that's also. Oops. At least I get to sell it. That is the other problem with me. I've got the low mount, so everything, when I look through it, it's sitting a lot lower. Sure, I have everything cleared out at least. To the point. Yeah. Still not the right one. Another running towards the mouth. See if I can get it good. They aggroed on me before I even aggroed them. That kind of sucked. Yeah, oh dear. Or as Winnie the Pooh would go, oh bother. Yeah, that was probably the, yeah, there goes that mission too. That's a lot of holes, yes. Lots of holes. And that guy's just staring at his dead buddy. Interesting, my lower half keeps disappearing. Let's see how many holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 holes. Well, 16, 17 if you count that. Yeah. Definitely lots of holes. This guy looks like he just got splattered all the way to the back. Oh yeah, definitely a few bruises. Trail. Don't quit hiding behind the trees. And he fell down. Yeah, he was exhausted. Didn't need a nap. Yep, I would definitely agree. Or he's just sleeping on the job.
Like that? You want some of this?
I think I might need a nap after this. Yeah, see, I was gonna need work. Yeah, definitely.
Optical feed trips for 30 seconds. Record in the main secondary audio track when it is transmitted. Upgrade to secure. Recommend signal analysis.
I will say,
Comment. We got multiple signatures converging at our location. Instrument silent.
he just
How copy?
fell over and went to sleep. Definitely.
All stations. Any detainees to be logged and transferred to Fort Larry
When I
Central
was in the
Holding.
army, I got
Confirmed.
really good at taking a nap underneath my bunk and making it look like I was still working. Because I would have my fingers interlaced into the springs of the bed. And then come to find out, I wasn't the only one doing that. Like everybody does that.
Preventing loading until
Hi, Cassidy. There you go. Younger. Anybody else besides Listless Steelhand is watching and you're enjoying the I'm still complaining about being shot. If you're enjoying the show and the conversation between Listless and I, please follow. Do one better and subscribe. So, and I will say, Listless, I'm really glad to have you hanging out with me and chatting, because not too often I get people chatting. I've done it. Where'd the other one go? Let's see where the trail of blood goes.
I've been shot. That fucker shot me. Enemy spotted. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Did you like the first aid I gave him? Couple. It was the one to the clavicle that put him down. Supposedly they're gonna set it up Yeah, perfect example. Fine first aid. Yes. Supposedly they're gonna set it up so like AI can heal each other at some point. So that would kind of suck for us as players. If the AI was to sit there and heal each other and heal themselves.
All right, okay.
Oops, wrong button. Let's see. I will use this one because to describe that whole situation.
Easy peasy, right?
Made it through that without hardly a scratch. Oh yeah. I wasn't happy when they added the tripwires, but that's why like I try not to rush running through the woods because they can now patrol through the woods at random places, and they also have tripwires in random spots too. Like FN3. I was so happy that somebody else ran into their ahead of me, thinking that they were going to snag some loot or something, but all they did was get blown up. Green tip, I'll take the green tip. Yeah, we don't talk about it. Yeah, nope. It's just like we don't talk about Bruno. Oh, you moved. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't picked up Fortnite 3 yet, for a while. It's been nice not having that on the list. Yeah, well, I know when I was clearing it, like, I had cleared everything, and then all of a sudden this guy comes running in, like the whole Leroy Jenkins, bullshit, and, runs in, and all of a sudden, poof. And I was glad that, like, I was slow and chunky and couldn't go too fast. Free money. But I had a feeling like somebody was trailing behind me because I'd go shoot people and then some of the bodies were basically looted. And then I would get back around to check some of the bodies. He's taking a nap. Thing is, I see tripwires outside, but one tripwire inside. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I was glad that guy ran past me, because I wouldn't have saw that tripwire inside. I wouldn't have expected it. Thank God they're bad at aiming. After that, starts with this weird. Small detail I'd like to add is some animation of hand moving the magnifier. Yeah. I could see that. That definitely would be an interesting addition. Now, have you ever noticed the reflection in the windows? All you can see when you look at a reflection in the window or in the mirrors or anywhere is the arms and I'll take those. Let's see if there's a bathroom mirror. The arms and the gun. Oh, no bathroom mirror. Dang it. There I was having fun with that. There's. Yeah, no, it's like one of those weird details. In my butt. Oh, this is the injectables. So the tier 2, like EPOs and ORIs, they can be stored in there because it's a refrigerated case. So if I'm in a tough firefight and losing blood, I'll use the EPOs. The ORI is bone regrowth, and then the HPR is like internal organs. I'll hit myself with those sometimes if it's a really hairy situation. Yeah, when I'm running with friends in game, it's I don't carry them usually, but when I'm running by myself, like I am today for the stream, because I don't want to put my friends, have them be like in a stream when they don't want to be in the stream. So I just run by myself, and so I carry extra supplies. So that's why I have an EMT pouch here and one right here, but then I have the injectables just in case. Yeah, that's what I usually carry is like the hemostatic, the 6 count, and other stuff, but okay, somebody already cleared these guys. And that's when I'm playing with others. sometimes I might put a couple extras in my vest. That way I can heal all my buddies. Pardon me. There is some gameplay with friends and then most of the time. Yeah, I like playing with friends, especially on the fact that if you got good enough friends to play with, that are Spartacus, it's kind of helpful. Plus the fact of when you're playing with friends, if you get knocked down, they can pick you back up while you're unconscious. So there's not the possibility of you losing your body and your gear. Yesterday I was running around Sapphire with another guy, and he charges forward and gets put down. And I wasn't going to pick them up before going to recovery. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's why I usually will keep, in my EMP pouch, I'll keep a large blood, but, I'll additionally carry an extra EPO, too, or EPO, for myself, just in case. Sometimes you can hit them with that EPO and regenerate their blood. I'm yawning, and it's for you, it's what? 2:30 at night, or 10:30 at night? You could be the one yawning. I don't mind running around the place, but it's going to be frustrating if you're moving slow trying to face mount. Yeah. Nope, I agree. But that's when you, I think one of us is dyslexic. It's either 2253 or 2235. Unless you're in a half-hour difference of a time zone. It's been a long Tuesday, right? Hello, buddy. You want to say? I can't read and I can't write, but I can drive a tractor. Yeah, I understand that.
Want this? Bitch, fuck you.
I hear a cannon shooting at me, but I don't see anybody. I think the guy that was shooting at me was a guy. The just still was shooting me through the pin. I think he fell asleep. Yeah, exactly. Big guns, no line of sight. That's why I was kind of like questioning where I was being shot from. Oh, overthrow the bloodthirsty dictator. Yeah, definitely. I thought it like I said, I thought it was shotgun, but no, it's the SA BZ-58. Let's see what the other guy had. This guy down before the other guy was If the gunshots and other background noise get too much, let me know and I can try to adjust it down a little more. Still trying to figure out the whole setup for OBS. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using faster encoding features. I like the new warnings. I don't know half of them mean. It's for the OBS. It says encoding overloaded. Consider turning down the video settings or using faster encoding presets. So I think it has something to do with the GPU. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what my bitrate's set at. It should, everything should be, I guess, 4K, and like I've got almost a gig speed line running to my house, so that shouldn't be the problem. But I think it's just the processing power of the PC right now with everything. I see we have a third. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the Listless Doulahan and Firefly show. We've been just chit-chatting, talking about all sorts of weird things. So, the newcomers or comers, if you have anything that you'd like to throw in or questions at. Due to rendering lag. Oh. I guess there's a rendering issue. Yeah, definitely. But then the warning has gone away now too. But different warnings, different things. like I said, it'll be nice when I can upgrade, but right now everything seems to be working with the desk fan blowing onto the GPU to cool things off. My ass is sliding down my chair, so please give me a second. It doesn't help that I'm not sitting comfortably because Cassidy, my German Shepherd, is underneath the desk. Yeah, I think I'm set at like 4,000. But yeah. Yeah. Set 4,000. We lost our third field. We had a finish off, but then it derailed. Apologies. We need to do 15 seconds soon. Yeah. Definitely it's for me losing the train of thought.
It ain't got no gas in it.
I think that's one of my favorites. Let's hope if I accept it. But if anybody's been enjoying the conversation between me and Listless, feel free to pop in, follow, do the hokey pokey. Here, I'll turn myself about. I know. It's probably not the... kind of stupid. Like all Army veterans, that is special. Not as special as a Marine, but... I'm the... I think we all are. Hey, thanks. Listless, I did not realize that you were not following. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here we've been talking for 2 days. Oh, that's why you're an idiot. Well, then how'd you find me streaming today? There was a secondary mission to this. What was it? Oh, neither did I, hence, the being an idiot. Gray zone category. That was weird. I just heard another chime, but I didn't see anything, but... remember names, but not to follow them. Oh, don't worry. I don't remember names. The only thing I ever remember is people's faces. Oh, I picked off poor lab rat. Oh, how could I? Oh well. A disappointed lab rat. Just utterly disappointed. But yeah, no, it's, I hate to say, have you ever been diagnosed with ADHD? Because it sounds like you're like me, going full squirrel. Yeah. It can be interesting. I was just diagnosed with it, but people for years have been telling me that they thought I had ADHD. And like today I had therapy and my therapist was like, "Do you want to be known as the guy who has ADHD and like owns it?" Well, yeah, I want to own it because it's better than me owning it than it owning me, but you could have various things but wouldn't know. Well, hopefully none of those things have alcohol to do with it. I know my buddy, the Welsh guy, God, I gotta sneeze, I feel like again. His memory is alcohol related. If I wasn't so chunky, I could have climbed over the fence instead of walking the long way around. So, I would say my dad said I was a good kid. My mom said I was a disappointment, so. That was an interesting, for being Irish alcohol, sometimes yeah, no, yeah, I haven't drank really in years. Just because I know that alcohol abuse is a problem for my family. So I've kept a conscientious mindset about how much I drink. But yeah, no, like I was saying, my mom often would tell me like how much of a family disappointment I was and stuff like that. So. Oh, that's in the next level. My drunk was 13. I did drink for a few years, but after that, the moment I turned 18, the alcohol went up and left. Yeah, my first drink wasn't until I was 24, and like I drank from then till when I was 30, and then I kind of was like, I'm done with this. I don't see a point. Now I'll have like a beer or a couple shots of tequila or whatever, but get to this combat suit sometime like I did the other day. Maybe somebody was nice enough to clear everybody for me. Oh, so you had like bunk beds. Yeah, and you know, I kind of heard a similar story from my buddy, he's Welsh, his name's Reese, my buddy Reese, I had to lay next to you. Oh. My dad tried getting me to drink when I was a kid, but I didn't. Which I think surprised him, but not exactly, but he said we're definitely... Oh, yeah. He blended in with that garbage can. One inside.
Hey, fuck!
Oop, empty. That was kind of fun. To be fair, even as a toddler, there are pictures of me holding an empty beer bottle and taking a swig. Oh, no, there's pictures of me as a kid. Well, I take that back. I think I was about 4 or 5 years old. I snuck a taste of my dad's beer. He was drinking Miller Lite, and I remember sneaking a drink when he was getting gas in the truck. Because back in the 80s, in Texas, you could drive and drink at the same time. And I remember plenty of family members intentionally getting empty bottles to hold and stuff like that. I am going to be so pissed off if the guys in here respawn. Soon I get checked. Okay. So far so good. Yeah. The thing that sucks is like you watch my latency, it's like at 130. I'm half curious if that's due to my graphics card. Oh god. Encoder overload. I've got everything set to low again in this game to play. I don't know how I'm having encoder overload. go. We've gotten some of those missions back. Yeah, it's kind of funny looking at some of the Polaroids when I was a kid. Because you'll see me like 2 years old with a bottle of beer, just kind of just holding it like this, kind of like this. So, and I think there's one of me going. Oh, I hate doing this one at night. I never find the frickin' spot in the dark. Let me look at the settings for a second. Oh, that might be part of the issue because I had clicked the advanced options for screen. I clicked enable better TTV and frame curve face Z, which is trying to do a 6,000 bit rate, but it won't let me change that right now. Yeah. Oops. There we go. I change this. Please hold while everything bounces around the screen. Part of my problem is I've got 34-inch ultra-wide monitors, so it keeps trying to, it puts it into that display resolution on me. I could probably knock it down a little bit. So, Listless, you want to see something that's funny? I have 1, 2, 3 wallets filled right now. Or 2 full and a third one majority of the way there. So that's why I'm not afraid to just sit there and rebuild a gun. Because I just keep running the same missions over and over again, but I'm in the process. Yeah, man has moolah. Yeah, look, 2 million. Woohoo! Over 2 million. Buddy of mine that I play with, he's a firefighter out of Virginia. He's got like 8 million. Kirby. Yeah, like I said, I only use the leather wallet now to keep one in my pocket. Yeah. Well, just oh god, I'd say a month and a half ago. That's about where I was at. I was having a hard time keeping cash, but that's because, like, when a rifle would get worn down, instead of fixing it like I've been fixing it, I was just buying a brand new one. Um, and then I figured out that, like, either fixing it up was cheaper, or like taking one of the ones that I find, like one of the M4s, and then changing them up to meet my needs. But like, I got this one. Look at all these DDM4s right here. So, and these ones I can just swap out the optics on, and the barrel, because I prefer the 20-inch barrel. But I will run these shorter ones. Basically, the hero is overly cautious. Yeah. No, I understand. No, but yeah, like the short barrel DDM4s I'll use in YBL, or I'll use the MP5s in YBL. Something that's struggling, it's all gone Microsoft Sideshop. Uh-oh. On your computer or mine? Yeah. Nope. Yep. Short barrels are perfect for YBL. I had one set up that I somehow lost. It was a sweet little, like, 10-inch barrel setup. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up my screen for a second, see what I'm getting. I mean, by my screen is my channel, see what's going on. I see my watermark. I see I got something called visuals and sound alerts. Other sound alerts. Looks normal to me. I don't know. Weird. Ah. Oh wow, 3 hours, 10 minutes. I'll go. Let's see, where's... Oh, and don't worry, I break things on my own all the time. I'm really good at it. nobody saw me place that tiny lighter that has a inappropriate name in there. Oh wait, it's even more hilarious than these. Now that it's closed, I'll go look. And then look there. I may or may not other travel when it comes to stuff like that. Oh wow. Not the 6 hours. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the conversation between me and Listless. If you have anything that you would like to ask, add, or suggest, I would appreciate it. Listless has been keeping me entertained, and I've been keeping him entertained. And so, scared him away. You never acknowledge the people who are doing the best. Oh, another one just got scared away. But how are people doing this wonderful Tuesday evening? Or to another part of the world, like Listless, it's almost midnight where he's at. 23:11. We got light. I guess that guy hot foot. Okay. I hit the wrong button again. So this is going to be fading off into the sunset anytime soon. I know it's getting close to home. I don't know if you have to work tomorrow or what. Just going to make sure that I don't overkeep you. Well, maybe I lost Wickliff to sleep. How is everybody else doing? Enjoying the stream so far? I wouldn't blame Wickliff for falling asleep. Especially at 11:15 at night. Oh, I'll be yeah, most likely. Oh. Well, that's good. Just don't stay up on my account. So I do appreciate the company and the chatter. Oh, the motel. I like those ones for sure, $150. Oh, the office. See, this is what happens when I don't follow instructions or read instructions. The problem is I'm bouncing down into single digits again on this thing. Ooh, wow. My latency's even jumped up quite a bit. So I think what I'm going to do is probably make my way over to Bronco and pop off for a bit. I may or may not be able to be back on in your this list, but hopefully. I'm just going to turn off the computer and let it cool off for a bit. I'm hoping that's the fix. Nope, that didn't fix the problem. I'm not even running, but because things are so low. That's hilarious. I get back here and listen to get back there. But I appreciate you, Listless, for the follow tonight and for hanging again for the second day. I really do appreciate the conversation. So I like walking around and checking out sometimes because people will go for those boxes before they check for any good loot. I guess I could have sent that. So yeah, I really appreciate everybody hanging out, following, chatting, cosplay games. I appreciate you chatting and checking in periodically. Listless Doulahan, I appreciate you. hanging out. Hopefully, you know, next time I'm on, you're on and able to chat again. Anyone else that's watching soon, I would really appreciate if you could follow or that way I know that I'm doing okay. But I appreciate everybody for hanging out. I've been streaming for a little over 3.25 hours, so I'm going to shut down my system and let everything cool off because I have a aged GPU that is on its last legs. The fan stopped working, so I've got a desk fan blowing onto it to try to cool it